Oh. Hey! What am I doing right now? I can't have this. Kiddos are out of control. Hey, we got Section 8 Outdoors is in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well this evening. Way over here. I literally just finished my dinner. Rushing around, rushing around. Hey, John. We got Small Water Charters is in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. It's Wednesday night. I'm running late. Off the Hook Outdoors is in the house. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you fellas are doing well. I didn't even put up the thumbnail for this earlier, to schedule it earlier. I've been so busy. Tina Ladybug popping in to say hello. It's so good to see you. Hope you're doing well this evening. Yeah, the new motor came yesterday, and I had a million things going on yesterday. I just couldn't even dream of getting to it. So today I got to it, and it took some doing, but I got it installed, so feeling pretty good about that. And then, of course, I had to run the kiddo to the store or run the kiddo to a Taekwondo class, ran to the store, ran to get dinner, ran home, and here I am. I think I got groceries in the back of the car yet. Anywho. Yeah, that's great to hear. You're doing great. I'm doing great. I can actually relax and chill now. Not running around like a crazy man. I am going to ask my kiddos for a favor. Hey, Ava, will you do me a favor? Well, that sounds like a great idea, but can you do something for me really, really quick? I have groceries in the back of the car. Can you bring those in for me, please? Please, please, please. I don't want the ham to go bad. Hey, Greg, we got Geo Bushcrafting Outdoors is in the house.
And me.
What do we say? What do we say, Ben?
Dr. Outdoors.
That's right. Can you wave to everybody?
Ben, help.
There's Freezer Bound Outdoors.
Ben, help.
That's Clayton's dad.
Ben.
Freezer Bound Outdoors is in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. The camera's right there. So if you do it like that, I'll be on camera. A little bit more. Now do it. Right. Yeah, there you go.
Dark 30.
There's Geo Bushcraft. You met him at the when we went to Pennsylvania too, when we were camping. Mr. Greg. He was the one that shot the gun. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Clayton's dad said that Clay misses you. Do you miss Clay from when we were camping?
Oh, yeah, I do. Where did I say that?
Well, he wrote it. He's not on the screen.
Oh.
Let's see right there. All right, Ben. Here, I'll put it up here.
Let's watch something. Come on.
Hang on.
You promised.
Go watch a movie with your sister.
Yep. Come on.
Let him take his robot down there. That's important too. Did you put the ham in the fridge for me? You didn't bring the ham in?
No.
Oh, you did put it in the fridge.
Wait, what did you write?
All right.
Wait, what did you
Nothing
say?
was written. No, Ben, just it'll be good. It'll be good. I promise.
Eva, stop!
Hey,
Get your
hey,
hands
hey,
off of
hey!
me!
Please, please, please. Thank you. Ah, the joys of fatherhood. John says he wants a robot. I thought that was pretty cool having him on there, and Adam could say hello to Ben or vice versa, since they saw each other at the rendezvous. We got Brandon Outdoors Adventures in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing good tonight. Welcome in, folks. Tonight's theme, I threw this together at the very, very last second. I was distracted. I was caught up all day with the new outboard. I don't know if you guys saw the short I uploaded. It looks amazing. I'm super excited to get it fired up and on the water. That'll be coming soon. Saturday is probably the soonest I can get it out. So I gotta get oil in it and get it idling and that break-in period. But I'll probably do that Friday. I got more running around to do tomorrow after work. So that'll probably be Friday evening, and then Saturday I'll take it out. So really excited for that. Probably have I don't know, I might do a separate video with the breakdown of that. I'm not sure, but Frontier Survival is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, John, the 9.9 Suzuki. It's sharp. It's real sharp. I like it a lot. That choker is heavy. It took everything I had just to get it from the pallet up to the transom of the boat. I mean, everything I had. If I had a second person around, I almost went over to the neighbors and drug him out, but it looked like he wasn't around. So, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I'm going to leave this motor as is for 2021. I'm not going to do anything with it. The investment of the motor, which is an upgrade, which I got helped with insurance. I was very happy with my old motor. I would have just stayed with it. But as it were, life happened. So it got creamed. So might as well get a new one, right? A little extra money out of my pocket to get a nice brand new, blah, 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 blah. But it's not like starting from scratch, going out and buying a brand new motor. So, hey, we got Ugly Dog Lures is in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. It's great to have you. It's a nice brand new motor. I'm excited. This is also my first foray into 4-strokes. So I expect it's going to be a little bit slower, but it's going to be super quiet, whisper quiet. It's going to be better on fuel, and then to have that auto lift feature. That's especially going to be good in hunting season because I like to take my boat out on the lake and boat into a spot to deer hunt, and so that having the ability to raise that up, with a power lift, that's going to be nice. That's really really going to make my day, make my life easier this fall. Come fall, to be honest with you, probably scrub down the boat. It's looking pretty bad. It's a video. I was like, she needs a bath. But anyway, tonight's theme, as people have rolled in here, Appreciate you joining me. I just kind of threw this together. It was an idea that I had, but what is the strangest thing that you've ever caught while fishing? What is the strangest thing you've ever shot while you're out hunting? And what might be this, if you're one that traps, what might be the strangest thing that you've ever caught while you were out trapping? Hi, Mud Tramp, Becca. Welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a great evening. So, Tina and Bug caught a 6-pack today. You're right, John. You're right. A man only gets a few occasions to have something brand new, shiny, and a little bit pricey. Whether it's a brand new boat, brand new motor, brand new Corvette, I don't know. But to get something nice and splurge on it every once in a while, it's pretty cool. And I did an unboxing for it, and I don't do unboxings, but a brand new outboard motor is kind of a special thing. You don't get one of those delivered to your door every day. So that's not the unboxing I did. That's not the short. That's going to be kind of like a 3-part video. Part 1 was the unboxing, part 2 is the installation, and then part 3 will be the hookup and hear it run. So I'm hoping Friday after work I can get it running. I don't think I can do it tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. You got a racing pigeon, John? With your bow and arrow? That's really, really interesting because I have an uncle that used to race pigeons. He would breed them and race them. And I never really understood it much about it. But yeah, he had a whole mess of pigeons out in his garage. They were racing pigeons. We've got Bar Run Forge in the house. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well this evening. That kind of reminds me of the Phil Robertson. Happy, happy, happy. We'll just switch it over to howdy, howdy, howdy. Well, hey, I appreciate you stopping in. That's always cool. Good to see you. I need to get over to yours. I'm sure you've been cranking out some cool stuff. And I know it's been a minute since I stopped by. I'll start with trapping because I don't have anything to share. I've never trapped, at least not in the traditional sense. When I was a kid, I probably set up some box traps, and I imagine I probably at one point in time caught a bird or two, and I might have caught a chipmunk. You caught a champion spark plug on a beaver bait. That's definitely an odd catch. Did it fight hard? the bait's a lot bigger than the plug, so you probably just, what's going on here? Which I'll share a story of a strange catch. It was not mine, but I was there in the boat at the time that it happened. My uncle and I, we were muskie fishing in the springtime up at Clear Fork. I want to say it was late April, early May, and we were casting in relatively shallow water, like 3 to 4 foot of water. And he rears back and sets the hook and his pole's doubled over and he says, I got one. And I says, yeah, look at, you got one. And I'm rushing around grabbing the net and I come back over and I'm like, he says, this isn't right. I said, what do you mean? He says, this isn't, and it ain't acting right. I says, you got a catfish or something? He says, I don't know what I got. I said, is it static or is it swimming? And he says, no, it's swimming. It just isn't swimming right. He had snagged a big old snapping turtle in like the shell right above the head. I mean, this thing was massive. It was, oh my God. And not quite hula hoop big, but I mean, it was big. It was big around. I bet it was a 20, 25-pound snapping turtle. The head on it was as big as my fist. I mean, this was a big snapping turtle. And it was mad. Every time my uncle tried to get the pliers on the hook to unhook the little devil, he was snapping at him. Oh, we got a picture and it made for a good story. So that was fun. The Reef Robber is in the house. Welcome in. It's good to have you. This has been a great live. I'm screaming at my kids and then making them bring in my groceries. So that was a strange catch. I don't think I have a strange catch trapping. Never did catch anything strange in the trap. Just a few birds and maybe a chipmunk. That's not terribly strange. Hunting. Can't say I've ever had got a strange critter while out hunting either. No. Tree branch. I think we've all got harvested a tree branch at some point in time. The Reef Robber caught a rock off the bottom of the ocean. A rock? That's interesting. Were you at a beach or were you at like an inlet or something, an area where there was no sand? I think of the ocean, I think of sand, but I guess there are places to fish in the ocean that don't have sand. I don't know that I've ever done it though. I'm pretty sure every single time I have ever fished in the ocean, at least from the bank, there was sand all around. So to catch a rock on a sandy beach area, that would definitely be a strange catch. You just wouldn't expect a rock to be in a place like that. I've caught a pretty good variety of species while out muskie fishing. I have caught a largemouth bass several times. I have caught catfish several times. I have caught saugeye a few times. That might be the end of the list. The end of the list for species that I've caught while targeting muskie. Oh, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what the strangest thing I ever caught was while I was fishing. I had forgotten about this. I was out fishing with my uncle in a pond. This was a private pond north of my hometown. Well, it was a private pond in Bucyrus, Ohio, if anyone is familiar with that area. And we were night fishing for catfish, and a bat got caught up in my line, and then I'm reeling my line in. I didn't realize it, and then it started flopping around and going crazy, and I got it up on the bank, and it was tangled up. It wasn't able to come undone. So about all we could do, we got within about 3 feet of it and cut the line, and then he eventually got free of it, and we went and we cleaned up the excess line. Caught a bat, a little brown bat. Yeah, it was a little bit of a dingbat, right? Getting caught up in a line like that. I have a friend that caught a bird. We were fishing for crappies at Delaware, and he was using itty bitty jigs, and he flung it out there, and this bird dove down, and right as it was about to hit the water, bird scooped it up and went flying. My friend, he's kind of like, does the bird actually have it? And kind of half jerked, and the bird fell down and just flopped on the surface to get over to the bank. And he's like, oh my God, how do I unhook a bird? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. It crawled up under some rocks, and he ended up cutting his line. What are you going to do? I mean, he didn't do it intentionally. Hey, we've got What's That Guy Doing has joined. Welcome in, welcome in. We've got Judith and Dan Davis stopping in, and they say one of them has caught a blue heron on a tiny torpedo. And I tell you what, I really like using tiny torpedoes for bass, but I have never caught a blue heron with one. Wow. That's a unique catch right there for sure. John hooked a gator today. You do that a lot. Pretty common down there. We got Canyon Roberts Outdoors in the house. Welcome in. Good to have you. Good to have you. I hope you're doing well. Almost to 150 or almost to 250? You caught a snapper? Like a snapping turtle? Is that what you mean? Or like isn't a snapper a fish? Isn't there a fish called a snapper? I'll tell you another crazy incident. Now, this isn't necessarily something that was caught or captured, but it still was kind of a unique interaction or occurrence in the wild with animals. My friend and I, my friend Scott and I, he's Railroad Outdoors and more. We went out deer hunting, archery season. Just kind of a fluke deal, huh? Okay. Yeah, that's funny, Canyon Roberts, because I had just shared a story earlier where my uncle caught a snapping turtle. He snagged it while we were muskie fishing. My buddy and I, we went deer hunting. It was archery season, and we're going bow hunting, and we're going into a public land area. We're taking our climbers, and we're sneaking in the pre-dawn darkness, a good hour before light. whatever, maybe 40 minutes. I don't know. But we get up in the woods, and he's about, I don't know, maybe 60 yards away from me, 65 yards away. And it's dark. You can't see nothing, right? And we're settled in for a good 20, 30 minutes, and it's still not light out. And he said he saw something. This is after the fact. He's sharing what had occurred. He said he saw something like a silhouette fly in front of him, and it landed in the tree up ahead of him. He didn't know if it was 10 feet away or 20 feet away, but something landed in a tree right up in front of him. And he's sitting there, and he's about to forget about it, and all of a sudden a doggone thing come flying at him, and it was an owl, and it flew right up in his face. It must have seen something movement or whatever, and he's like, I heard him scream. Get out of here. I'm like, what the hell is he doing over there? You know, I'm 65 yards away. It's pre-dawn dark. I got my, little flip phone at the time. This was years ago. Flip phone out, and I texted him, and I said, "What's going on?" He says, "An owl flew in my face." Hey, Matt, we got Daddy Duck 365 in the house. Oh, one of the craziest things I've heard. Yeah, I probably buried a hook in my skin a time or two. Like an idiot, I didn't keep the camera running, but last summer I was fishing with my buddy Railroad Outdoors and his neighbor and his son out on Lake Erie. And he got a treble hook buried deep in his thumb and like in his knuckle. And it was buried past the barb. We got Todd Morgan in the house. Welcome in. So he somehow was able to finagle that hook off the split ring so that the lure was no longer attached to him. All he had was the hook. And we strung up line on the hook, and I had him look away, and I was just talking jibber jabber, and ripped it right straight out, and it came out. But I wish we would have filmed that part of it. I turned the camera off. I think the camera captured the hook going in him and the event that it had occurred, that he hooked himself. Well, he was handling a fish, and he didn't have pliers, and then the fish flipped, and the hook went right in his thumb. But we got it out of there. But like an idiot, I wish I had the camera to continue running to capture how we dealt with that. But anyway, if you want to see him have that treble hook buried in his thumb, go back and look at my Lake Erie walleye video from last summer. Wow. What's that guy doing? Has shared that his sister caught an eel and then nearly jumped out of the boat. Wow. That's definitely a unique catch, a strange catch for sure. For sure. Absolutely. Caught some big ones today, did you, John? That's cool. Mama popped a 7-pounder. Well, that's cool. That's not a strange catch, but that's a good catch. We like those. We like those. Matt caught a 3-foot alligator. Wow. Even a 3-footer, I don't think I would land it. I think I would, if I had, I had really long pliers. I might try to get the hook back from a 3-footer, but I'd want it to stay in the water. I would not want to land it. Messing with those gators. Oh, I can't. I don't. Yeah, I don't need to catch an alligator ever. Not to mess with them or nothing. I'll just leave them be. Yeah, probably. But I'm not trying to control an alligator. if if I can get my lure back, maybe. If I can't, I just cut the line and move on. Oh man. Nice long nap for you, huh, man? I know how that is. You probably will be up all night. Great job on that boat, by the way, man. You got that looking good. Fantastic work. Shake a leg, John. Shake a leg. I've rambled on and I think I'm gonna reach for some Advil. Does anybody want to come up on panel and share their stories? Ramble on just a bit. I haven't had anybody up on panel for a while. I have not had anyone on panel for a while, so let's see if I can remember how to do this. Hey, Kenny Roberts, I appreciate you stopping in. I really do. Really do. Oh, that's down here, isn't it? Invite. Copy. There we go. Well, yeah, actually, a gator would probably die before it froze because they can't handle cold weather. What do I have in here? Oh, that's just keys. I'll just throw it out there. If anybody wants to, that doesn't, I don't know if that doesn't look right or, um, if it just, that's the way it looks from my end on putting it out there. But on the receiving end, when I'm in somebody else's chat and somebody puts it in there, it looks different than that. So I don't know if I did it wrong or what, but if anybody wants to hop up on panel, more than welcome. Well, okay, Matt's gonna come on up.
Hey guys, hang on 1 second.
Okay, Matt's gonna come on up. I can't hear you. Is that me or is that's probably me? Hang on.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me now?
It was me. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I had to turn my So when you put your invitation out and I accept it, I have to turn my YouTube off.
Right.
Yeah, so I had to get all that squared away.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, that's right. Small waters. What else would you call it? An alligator? You call them chickens. That's what they taste like.
Yeah, funny thing, I just had alligator for the first time about 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago at a restaurant. They had gator bites, and I thought,
oh man,
check it out. And yeah, I think that it to me it seems like it kind of has the texture of clams, but the taste of chicken.
Yeah, it's I love it myself. I mean,
it's a little bit chewier than the like traditional, straight up chicken or whatever. But
I'm trying to catch it. I can't.
The other way,
I can't respond in chat as far as typing anything. So hey guys, how y'all doing? Yeah, I love alligator meat. I wish that my state we can draw for tags and you can only get one. And but if they would open it up as a fishing season like they do in Louisiana, where you can actually fish for them.
Okay.
I would do it. That's something I would do all the time. But they only, you have to get a tag, and you're not guaranteed a tag every year, and you're only allowed one. I mean, we have so many alligators right now that I think every hunter could go out and kill one, and we still wouldn't put a dent in the population.
Wow. We've got Jesse Lopez Outdoors in the house. Welcome in.
Hey, Jesse.
He says he didn't catch it, but his niece caught a rainbow trout that was missing the entire outside of the gill on one side. That's pretty strange right there. Wow. You caught anything strange in the pond when you're trying to catch your dinner bass?
I wouldn't say anything strange. I mean, I've caught, now as far as the pond goes, no, I haven't caught anything strange. I mean, I have caught like I said, I've caught alligators before, small ones. Of course, catch eels a lot. I did catch a duck once.
On a fishing pole.
Yeah, I was. Yep. I was. I never saw. It was a mallard, or like a release mallard, or a tame, what we call tame mallard, or a pond mallard, or whatever you want to call it. But I was fishing a top water lure one time and never saw it. I actually never saw the duck. And as it came by, the duck looked at, you swam out of the brush and just looked and snatched at it at my top water lure.
Right. It sounds pretty similar to Judith and Dan shared a story where they casted that tiny torpedo head and topwater bait up near a bush. What happened? That heron shot out and scarfed. Yeah. We got After Five Outdoors in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I suppose you're probably working.
Yeah, as you can tell, I'm in a hotel again, so I'm on the road. And I did, man. I got off. I had some issues when I got to work at 7 o'clock this morning, and it ended up being a short day, so I had to wait around before my hotel would allow me to check in because I didn't have early check-in. And then when I got in, they had issues with the card that my company uses. It wouldn't work, and that took about an hour. So literally, I was in the parking lot of the hotel for almost 4 hours waiting for everything to get right so I could get into this hotel. And I came in and I passed out.
Yeah.
I mean, I came in here and I passed out. I did. I put my stuff down. I laid down. I woke up. I said, "Man, it's 8:30." I said, "I set my clock for 6, and I didn't set it right. I set it for 6 a.m. instead of 6 p.m."
Whoops.
Yep.
I've done that before.
Gentlemen, sir, how dare you? How dare you, sir? Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. I've been watching.
We're crazy folk, right? We're not gentlemen.
I've been watching. Do you remember? And I always show my age when I watch stuff on TV, but back in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s, they had a lot of TV shows, miniseries. Remember the miniseries that would come out? The North and South, George Washington. It was all these miniseries, and they would be on regular TV, and it'd go for a week. And every night you'd sit down and watch an hour's worth of a movie.
I don't remember that, but I've watched a couple more recently. One of my favorites of all time was on the Discovery Channel, and it was Klondike, the Gold Rush, and it was a 4-part series, and it was phenomenally done. And another one, I haven't watched all of them, but I've watched most of them. It's called, and I think it's the History Channel, The Men That Built America.
Yeah,
they highlighted J.P. Morgan Chase and his upbringing at one point in time. Right. They highlighted Henry Ford.
I've seen those. Yeah.
For me, what's fascinating is that, and a lot of people don't realize this, Henry Ford had the idea to build cars in a factory on an assembly line, and everyone thought he was crazy. Mm-hmm. He came down for a loan 200 times.
Yeah.
Imagine this. You know you're going to put a car in every house in America if you can just run with your idea, but you need financial backing, and you build your pitch and you rework it because you got told no, and you rewrite it and you tweak it and you tell people how you've built these cars, and if you can just get the right setup, you can build, affordably, blah 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 blah. You get told no 200 times, and you keep pressing forward. I mean, those are the things that kind of
right.
That's why he's one of the men that built America. Rockefeller, they did one on him. There's a couple. There's forgetting, but those were some really good miniseries too.
Yeah, Small Water. I think all of us at one time or another has put a car somewhere where it shouldn't be.
I want to get a couple shout outs here. We got Mark J. Larson joined. We got Daniel Backwoods Barbarian joined in. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you popping in. And we got Coupon Gale stopping in. Great to have you folks here. Thanks for joining. Go ahead, Matt.
These shows I found on YouTube, I guess the channel is called Lionworks.
Okay.
And I've been finding these miniseries that, I remember they were aired. I remember when they came out. I watched them as a kid, as they came out, but I'm rewatching them now, and I'm like, man, everybody needs to watch them, guys. I know we need to finish with Kyle, and in the next live stream, we need to do our videos. I got all that. But everybody needs to find these videos. They're on YouTube. It's made by Lionworks. And rewatch these movies, because it's about America, about American history. and
Yeah.
Oh,
the one I just finished was George Washington. Yeah, get some. Get them. Get them. Time out. I can't hear. I'm being embarrassed. No, don't be embarrassed. But
Well,
anyway, I mean,
if you
watch
guys,
those movies, dude.
when this live is over, if you go back and watch it, before anybody joined, I was screaming. So this live will open up when other like people that weren't in on it while it was live. If they go to watch it later, it's gonna open with me screaming at my kids. Well, and it's because I threw this together the last minute, and so I was rushing around, and Wednesday 8:00 Eastern is my live time. I think I didn't get. By the time I got StreamYard set up and everything, sign in and everything, it's like 8:03, 8:04. So I just hit the go live button, and then my girls are screaming, and I'm like, knock it off.
Coupon Gale, is that Gale from? Is that Gale with the Homesteading Channel?
That's what I was singing. And we got
That's what I thought it was.
Triple G Life has joined.
Hey, Gidget. Hey, Gidget.
Welcome in. Good to have you.
Man, Gidget's in the house.
Yeah.
She's
Like that.
She's been like a unicorn here lately. You just catch glimpses of her and then she runs away. I tell you what, treasure it, man. Treasure it right now. Get clips of this. You're you're muted. I know why, treasure it. Treasure it right now, man, because one day when they all leave, you miss that.
Right.
You say, man, it's so quiet in this house. And your wife will look over at you and says, yeah, because the kids are gone. And I wish they were back screaming and hollering and I could throw things at them. Yes, John. Gidget was played by Sally Field. Yes, I'll show my age. And when I was a kid watching Gidget on TV, I had the biggest crush on Sally Field. The hugest. Hey, buddy. I had a huge crush on Sally Field.
Oh, I think I may have forgot to shout out Mo Creek Fishing. Thanks for coming in. Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping in. Hope you're having a good night. Got the 7-year-old here.
What's up, buddy? Catch any fish? There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
I like it. Can you catch some fish, Bo? Fishing Saturday?
yeah.
Going
All
fishing.
right. Okay. What you gonna fish for?
What are you gonna do?
Muskie.
That's right. You're
Muskie.
first muskie.
Okay. What did Bandit?
I'm hungry.
What did Bandit call Sally Field and Smokey and the Bandit? He called her a frog, wasn't it?
I'm hungry.
Didn't he call her a frog?
Gosh, I used to watch that show a lot, but I can't remember that. I cannot remember that at all.
Didn't he call her a frog? Or froggy or something like that?
I can't remember.
All right, Cody, take care, Bo.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Cody.
Hey, if anybody else, I can get off here if anybody else wants to come on. I just was helping you out, bro. I just woke.
It's all good. John, did you want to come on panel? You can stay, man. I'm not going to.
Okay.
John, did you want to come on panel? I could throw the invite down there again.
Wait, you want to show them that?
Oh yeah, you can show them that.
Hey guys,
What?
look, it's a deer in our house. Hear it? It's this thing.
Right. There.
It's this thing.
Oh, it's that thing. Okay.
It says if you want to do it, you got to do it this.
You gotta do it again. Let me say that again.
Okay.
Here, put it in front of the camera.
Judith and Dan, thanks for
Keep going. There you go. Right
there
there.
you go. Now flip it. Do it quicker. There you go. Hey, Al's Outdoors. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah. Looks like there's two old people on the couch.
Did I put that in there? Yeah, I did. I thought John might come up and tell us about how he shot a racing pigeon with his bow.
He probably doesn't want to get his face on that one. I don't know.
I suppose maybe it wasn't an accidental shooting. Whack! Got him. By God.
I tell you, you talk about crazy things getting caught. Shoot, now I forgot what they.
People on a couch stopping in. So good to see you.
I'm trying to remember the name of it. I don't know how it's a big-headed salamander, and I don't know what the real name of it is, but I mean it's.
Is it a Mad Tom?
A what?
Mad Tom?
I don't know. I don't know if you can see, but things are huge. It's got a big head on them, and
I think that's called a Mad Tom.
my sister caught one on a cricket one time when we were brim fishing, and it scared us. I mean, we were kids. It scared me. I didn't know what it was. I beat it half to death with a boat paddle. I have caught snakes.
What is this crazy?
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. She's screaming, yelling for my dad, and he's walking up, like, what are y'all doing? I've got a 4-foot boat paddle, and I'm beating the crap out of it.
We'll just pretend that in 1929 those weren't endangered.
Just to make sure it was 1928.
Right.
Strangest thing I ever caught. Al says strangest thing he's ever caught was his wife.
Oh no, he did not.
He did. He got it written down.
That sounds exactly like something Al would say, though.
Oh my goodness!
Or a character.
Let's see here. He still has the bands from his legs.
Right.
I had to reread up to figure out what that was about, but okay. Oh.
Jay Larson's trying to trump that. He says caught wife 2 times. Did you?
Was it the same wife?
Yeah. Are you on a second wife, or it's the same wife a second time? I have friends that got married and divorced, and they remarried each other like a year and a half later. So.
I will say this. I've been married this will be 33 years coming up in August. And I will, if something was to happen, and I hope it doesn't, I really do. I hope it doesn't. But if something was to happen between me and my wife, I will never remarry. I will not do it. And it's not because I want to be by myself or I don't believe in it, or I just couldn't do it. After that length of time with one person.
Yeah, that's a lifetime,
I don't want to. I don't want to have to train another woman. Uh-oh. I ain't got time. I mean, my life is short now. I ain't got time to train another one.
Train another one.
Oh yeah, you gotta train. You know, that's why we got married when we were young.
Oh yeah, cool, Jesse. I'll definitely check that out. I will definitely check that out. I'll put it up there for you if you're
Oh, okay, bro.
sure that Travis got some
now.
skills.
Married.
Oh, it was two different women. He tried it twice.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You're out of that game for the long haul now, right? I want nothing to do with that. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's enough. That's, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be 33 in August for me and my wife.
Wow.
So I think like small. I think like precipitation has been detected. Small Waters, Al, myself. I think all three of us. I think we said at one time that we all got married in like just months of each other.
Wow. John's putting it up there. 30.
Okay, he just hit his May 31st.
May, August, and what was Al's?
October.
Okay, October. I was born in that month, so that's Rocktober.
Rocktober.
That's right. Everything about that month is awesome. Fall foliage, post season opens, my birthday. Yeah, we like rock.
Somebody asked me one time. We were at a banquet in.
Good deal, Ugly Dog Lures.
My wife and I, we were at a banquet. I think it was for a conservation banquet, of some sort. And somebody said, why did they found out we got married in August. They said, why'd you get married in August? And I said, well, number one, it's too hot to fish and too early to go hunting. So nothing else to do. There wasn't nothing else to do.
I'm not married anymore, but I got married in September, and it was the second year that Ohio State played University of Texas, and for like a non-conference game. And that was back when the University of Texas had they had a superstar at quarterback. Was his last name Young? He went on to play for the Titans. I want to say he won the Heisman down there too. I can't remember, but it was a big game. And of course, my wedding day fell on game day, and I had a couple of my buddies that gave me a hard time about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a buddy of mine that got married during the middle of duck season, and I wouldn't talk to him I didn't talk to him for a long time. I said, hey, man, it's time to go duck hunting. He said, man, it's my anniversary. I can't go now. I went, you're dumb. You know what I mean? You're just actually dumb.
Wow. He did it twice, and it worked out great both times. That's awesome, man.
Cool.
That is awesome.
Well, I know that Backwoods, I know he's had to catch something crazy.
Right.
You certainly think so. If there's anybody to catch anything crazy, that would be Backwoods.
Right. Daniel, you got anything trapping or hunting up there that you've caught or even fishing that was strange or unique or out of the ordinary? Well, I'm taking a minute to.
I will say,
figure this out.
But I will say I was duck hunting one time, and we were wading into this little beaver pond. We were going to go in there and shoot some summer ducks, and I was in a creek, and I was in the creek, wading in the creek because the brush on the outside was too thick to walk through. So I had to get into the creek and then go up and then break out into the beaver pond. But as I was walking up, I saw something in a tree. I had my headlamp on. I saw something in the tree about just at a head high, and it was a little owl, a little barred owl. And I kept the light on its head, on its face, and his eyes, and I guess I blinded him. But it's wintertime. It's cold outside. I had a gloved hand, and I reached up and I scratched that owl's head. And as I'm sitting there scratching his head with my finger, I mean, you could see him going. The look on his face was like, "Oh, I don't know what that is, but that feels so good." Oh,
That's funny. Now, were you in the chat when I was telling my story about my buddy got attacked by an owl?
Yeah, and that's what reminded me of my story. So
it must have just caught a little bit of like it. He was in full camo with a face mask on, and maybe it just caught a glimmer of his eyeball or something, and thought it was a little critter, but it flew right up in his face, and he was like, "Ah, get out of here!" He didn't know what it was either, because, like you said, pre-dawn darkness.
Yeah,
there, like he could see the silhouette of it.
See, Mark J said the coolest thing he's ever caught was a cinnamon raccoon.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty unique. That's definitely pretty cool. John went to a Pink Floyd concert for his honeymoon. That just does not surprise me at all. It sounds right, just about right for good old small water Chargers.
Oh my goodness! Trying to decide if I want to. I mean, it's almost. Yeah, it is 9 o'clock. I think I might go and get something to eat, but I think it's just too late now.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where you're at, but are places even open that late?
9. Oh, there's a Wendy's like 3 doors down from my hotel. It's open.
Okay.
I
think things are getting closer to normal now, but this time last year, nobody would have been open at 9 o'clock. Everything was shutting down at like 7 o'clock, and we got to get the scrubbers out and scrub everything down.
Yeah, that lasted about a week in my state. People were like, because nobody knew what was going on, and everybody was like, shut everything down. And our governor was shutting down. He shut down boat ramps. How stupid is that?
No, you got to be able to get out on the water.
And he was shutting all that stuff down, and we went anyway. And game wardens were coming up, and we would hold them off. There were guys that would be sitting there in the boat fishing and make the game warden stay 10 feet away and go, "Stop! You're getting too close."
We're social distancing.
And they would, I'm like, this is stupid. Everybody. It was just.
We've got Shane Jones in the house. Welcome in. He asked, "Have I ever caught a muskie at Caesars Creek?" No, I made my first trip down to Caesars Creek last fall. I want to say that was October, and I fished it all day. And I often troll when I'm muskie fishing, but I cast it down there the whole stinking day. And I raised 3 fish. You're fine. I raised 3 fish. I had 3 follows. One was a really nice mid-40s fish, so it was an exciting fishing trip for me. But I did not catch my first Caesars Creek muskie. You grew up fishing the Atlantic Ocean. Well, that's cool. And we got Kentucky Hunter in the house. Welcome in.
Yeah.
Good to have you.
If you didn't know, Kyle, if you look at Backwoods Barbarian, now you have to pay attention. See, this is all about paying attention to your surroundings and what people look like. And if I was on my computer, this was my site, I could pull some things around, but I don't know how to do it while I'm on your site. But take a look at Daniel. Now his name is Daniel. Daniel, Backwoods Barbarian.
Right.
Now, take that picture in your head. Now swing over to the Aquaman. There's a lot of similarities there. And now he's saying he fishes in the Atlantic Ocean.
Atlantic Ocean.
There's a lot of similarities. He's in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
He lives right there. So
I think we're putting some things together.
Aquaman has all these tattoos. He's got all these tattoos. Fishes it, and the way he talks and the way he presents. Yeah, I'm thinking Daniel's kind of like he's like the Aquaman, the Sasquatch of the Northeast, man.
Oh man.
I have to,
but you'll have to get him back for that.
I have to refill my sweet tea here. Yeah, when you go and stay in hotels as much as I do, you learn to buy your tea and just put it in the refrigerator.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the old cartoon, the old Aquaman, he had blonde hair, man. That's not a true Aquaman.
No.
Jason Momoa.
That's a California boy or whatever.
Yeah. Some kind of yuppie Aquaman. Yeah, I know, John. I got to bring you some. I got to bring you some Bojangles when I come down there.
You going down to Florida?
I'm hoping that I can get down there in this September.
Okay.
To do a combination hunt and cast and blast.
Okay.
But I'm definitely the plan right now. And, okay, guys, I don't want to sound rude or anything, but the plan is to take my dad next spring and go down there and go fishing. My dad is 76 years old, so hopefully he lives that long. I know a lot of people are going to go, "Oh my God, you're talking about your dad." Listen, death
my dad's 76 too. Yeah.
Death is part of living, and you just have to accept them. So I don't want him to die. Of course, I don't. But I'm not going to fall down on the ground and cry and gnash my teeth together and whip myself with a piece of cane when it happens. But anyway, if he lives that long, I'm taking him down there in September. In next spring and go fishing.
Awesome.
At least that's the plan right now.
Okay. Very cool.
But my whole goal to go down there is fish Donkeyland and then try to outrun the game wardens as I'm running up the hill with 200 pounds of bass fillets in my pocket. I'm just kidding. I'm going to get down there. They're going to see this, and they're going to get down there. They're going to have little black helicopters looking for me.
I didn't know if you'd already scheduled or set up a collab. And I've started to do a little bit of that this year. I did the Rendezvous over in Pennsylvania that Freezer Bound Outdoors hosted.
Right.
I met Geo Bushcraft and Boxy and Jakey Crack Outdoors and Scumdog Fishing and Hook Punchline and Sinker, those folks, and a couple other guys, Whitetail Obsession, the YouTube channel, and City Sticker Chris, bow hunting extraordinaire guy. All great guys. And then recently, as in this past Saturday, I did a collab with Schick Happens, CJ from Schick Happens. We went muskie fishing, and I tried to get him his first muskie. That's kind of a challenge series that I've created. At first, it was with my dad, and then I took CJ. And this coming Saturday, I'm taking my son. And then on Monday, I'm doing another collab with my friend Dave. His channel is Make It Take It Outdoors. So that'll be my third collab of the year. So that's kind of cool.
Well, I'm hoping that this September, if it works out, cross your fingers. I hope it works out. But I want to go. The Pinknell Bunch invited me to come up back to Kentucky in September to hunt summer ducks and teal.
Oh, cool.
Wood ducks and teal. And I'm hoping to do that. And then I'm really, after that hunt, I really want, if I can do it, I want to get down to Florida and see John and hunt with them on some ducks, some early season teal, and try to catch a fish. But everything's going to be like in a 2-week time period, and I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to. So I'm kind of right now. I'm on my this is my 12th day in a row working. I haven't had a day off in 12 days.
Wow.
And it looks like that I'm going to go a full 21 days before I have a day off.
So you're piling extra days off for later in the year.
That's what I'm trying to do. Yep.
There you go. Hard working man.
That's what I'm trying to do right now. And so my videos are going to start going down because I just ain't going to have time to video anything. I'm
in the heart of my season. In fact, I keep a schedule, and I hate when it's off season for both fishing and hunting, and I have nothing, or I'm trying to scramble for ideas for something. This time of year, I can get ahead of the schedule. Video upload day is Friday. I'm all set through the June 25th. I've got the footage, and then I still got to edit it, but the footage is done. I'm not scratching my head, or I'm not going out tomorrow and getting skunked, and the pressure's on. Jesus, now I really, you know what I mean? I've got it covered through June 25th, so that feels really, really good. And I've got, for crying out loud, in the next week and a half, I'll probably get out fishing 3-4 times. So,
I haven't. I mean, my boat videos, I got my boat videos done. And I hadn't even put my boat in the water yet, dude. I mean, it's just sitting in the backyard. My wife came up before I left. She goes, "When we going fishing?" I said, "I don't." When you gonna take me fishing? When you gonna cut the grass? When you gonna trim the bushes? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And usually, I can get some. I got ideas in my head. I got everything written down. I got scripts written, the whole 9 yards. I just don't have time to go run the B-roll to get it.
And I was fishing with CJ. He did a lot of capturing B-roll and this, that, and the other, videoing different stuff, different angles, this, that, and the other. Opened my eyes a little bit, and I think you kind of experienced that when you were with Cody, and you were like, "Wow, this guy kind of takes it to another level." I had a little bit of that with CJ. I was like, "Wow, he does so much more." But I've told people, like, when I go out fishing, I think fishing first, or if I go hunting, I'm thinking hunting first, and then worry about the cameras. And it's bitten me in the butt a couple times, but not just that. I'm getting a lot better of at least getting a camera rolling. So there's at least a camera capturing footage. But my thing now is I don't stop and do the B-roll things or the extra different angle things. Right. And I don't do this. I don't think of the videographer stuff. You know what I mean? I just want to go out there and want to do what I like to do, and if it's captured on film, that's great. I might throw in an intro. That's the videographer.
Yeah.
Comes out. I take 2 minutes to record the intro, and then the rest of the time I'm just fishing. But I definitely need to try to get better at that. Filming B-roll and different angles, whatever is part of the story. You know what I mean?
Right.
If it's bad fishing, maybe it's why is it bad fishing? Maybe try to film that. If it's the heat, if it's the wind, if it's hail on your face, I don't know, but try to capture that and say, maybe you did a little bit of that when you were turkey hunting, and you film the snow, right? Because that's the story. That became the story. You can't present on camera the harvest of a turkey tom because look at this, there's 4 inches of snow on the ground. They're just
and you're sitting there and
they're not going to do their normal thing.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. I figured it out fairly early, especially the last duck season was not my first duck season trying to film. It was a couple years prior to that. I was trying to get film before I started my YouTube channel, and you have a bad year, you have a bad week, and you can only hunt and fish. You can only go when you can go because we do have real jobs.
Exactly.
It's not like we do this full time. And you just film other things, and like on one of my videos, I was teal hunting. Was it last year, year before? And I was standing up in the boat. Had the boat blind up, and I was standing up. My son was at one end, and I looked down in the water, and I had all these little minnows and stuff swimming around the boat. So I zoomed in on them and said hello to my little friend. Or I would zoom into an egret or something,
right?
Or, as he was doing whatever egrets do. And that became a story. And you have to, I'm constantly looking at things. The dogs, last turkey season, the dogs that ran across, on us. I didn't catch them the first time, but I caught them the second time.
Right.
Those kind of things. In what happens to me when I'm out filming is I have my main camera, which is, guys, I'm telling you right now, this is it. That's my main camera right there.
Right.
That right there is my main camera. That's what I use.
I've got one real similar.
And I have 2 GoPros and 2 off-brand GoPro action cameras.
Right.
And I'll put them out, but I forget to put the batteries. I forget to replace the batteries. 2 hours later, and I'm dead. I don't have any film.
Right. I've got 2 off-brand GoPros, and the one has a USB jack, so I can plug it in and have it charging while it's running, which doesn't actually charge it, but it makes its discharge super slow. So it gives me about 6 or 7 hours of runtime while it's recording. But then the card will fill up, right? The micro SD card will fill up. So then, if I'm out fishing for muskies, it's simple enough. If I haven't caught one, I'll just reformat it and start it over, right? So CJ and I were out there last Saturday, and we were trolling around, and he caught a bass, a really nice bass, a 19 and a half, probably 4.5 pound bass. And the camera captured it, right? So we're trolling around, and the card got filled up, right? And I thought I brought another card, and I didn't. And I was like, well, it's no big deal. I'll just reformat it. So I reformatted it and started it all over. And we're trolling along, and he caught a catfish, about a 5-6 pound channel catfish on a musky lure.
Right.
And he says, "You got footage of that, right?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, still got the bass?" And I'm like,
"You deleted it."
Bass footage because I reformatted the card.
Yeah.
So stuff like that.
Real quick, Daniel's leaving, but Daniel, if you're still in here, I want to say something real quick because I saw something that John said with small water charters. Everybody in here, and I mean this from the heart. Everybody, I love watching your videos, but Daniel and small water charters both have stepped up so big right now in their editing. And small water said he tries to make these little HBO miniseries on his videos. The one he did on these fish that they just caught, these 61 fish, I continuously watch it, just looking at his editing. Not looking at the fish, but looking at the editing that he's done. And
That's
this
awesome.
this thing that Daniel's doing now with this Mug Out Monday, Bo, I was so impressed. I mean, I was like, I stop, rewind, look at it again, and I mean, I just, but
awesome.
You're right about editing, and it's a huge deal. I thought I did a pretty good job on my boat, on the editing of that boat, but then I look at theirs and I go, well, no, I didn't really. I was so proud of myself. I'm like, oh crap.
No, I mean, and each one of us is an individual, and we're going to make the video that we want to make. And it's going to be different for everybody. Your boat project, one person might have turned that into eight or 10 videos, a how to, and showed a very detailed each step of what he was doing, and never did a fast forward through it, even though it's a little bit mundane and tiresome at times. That someone might have wanted to make that a really true instructional video and try to cover all the bases so that people wouldn't have a bunch of questions. So so think about like someone might want to make it so that a fourth grader could watch this and literally go out and do it. You might have thought that would have been a little bit too involved. So you scale it to how you wanted it to be. You wanted them to see that you were, making enhancements to your boat, but maybe you didn't want to take them through all the tedious stuff, And someone else, they might have just said, here's the before, and then there's not
here's the after,
a little bit of jibber jabber, and here's the after. They could have really cut it down super simple. So
the video I did on the gun, the disassembly of the gun and the cleaning, I had those same thoughts, and I said, I was looking at disassembly, and everybody out there does very, very detailed. So I thought I would go into detail with it, and I thought about fast forwarding the gun cleaning, but I was like, no, this is because if you look, I have yet to see a video.
Good night, ugly dog.
I have yet to see a video yet where somebody cleans a gun like the way I did it. And, I had to go into detail with it. And those ended up being some long videos. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I could have broke them down, not broken them,
right.
but broke them down.
Right.
But I was like, nope, because I sometimes look at videos, and if there's a part 2, I don't want to watch it.
Right.
Okay, yeah. And then if you have a full length one, so those are the things you got to work around and try to figure out what, like you said, we're all individuals and what you want to put out there.
Right. That's exactly right. Well, Matt, we've gone on quite a while here. I usually do 1 hour, and I'm into 90 minutes, and you probably are going to get to grabbing you some grub. So,
okay, bud.
Thanks for coming up and rambling on with me, and
hey, not a problem. I appreciate you having me, dude. I really do.
You bet. Have a good one.
All right. You take care. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, everyone.